You're a person over 35 and you're struggling to lose weight. Well, it's not your fault. It's not that your metabolism is slowed down. It's not that you're over 35 and you're struggling to lose weight. It's not that your metabolism has slowed down. It's that your hormones got hijacked. See, they got hijacked by the food. They got hijacked by the stress. They got hijacked by the bad advice. All those things played a part in it. But the truth of the matter is you can reverse that and do it naturally. So here's how we're going to do that. So looking at it, a few different things we can do. So first, we're going to stop counting calories. All right. And we're going to start balancing our insulin. Insulin is a major player here because insulin is what controls what stores or what fat is being stored. It's a fat storing hormone. So that's what we want to make sure we have control over our insulin, making sure that's functioning at its best. Number two, we're going to eat 2 to 3 whole food meals every day. So we're going to stop all this snacking. You know, people, you need so many snacks a day. No, we're going to stop the snacking. Okay. So we'll cut that out altogether, but we're going to eat full, nutritious meals with whole foods, not all the trash and fast food type stuff. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to walk after every meal. So whenever you eat a meal, you're going to move. Eat, move. It doesn't have to be walking. It could be biking. It could be moving around the house, cleaning the house, doing laundry. That's if you got to go up and down multiple flights of stairs, whatever it may be, but we're going to move after we eat. The next thing we're going to do to help us out here is we're going to lift weights twice a week at least, preferably 4 times a week. But the big thing is we want to build muscle. You don't need to go to a gym. You can do this by slow training at home. You can do push-ups. You can do air squats, isometric exercises. Well, really, I want you to do moving. So we're going to do more like push-ups, bandits, things like that, dumbbells. You can do that type of stuff. So you don't have to be at the gym, but I would like you to have some sort of resistance. That is going to be a major player here. So the more muscle that we're able to build doing resistance type exercises is going to allow us to have a place for the food, the sugars in the food, for it to go. So your blood, you want to run off of glucose, right? So when whatever you eat turns to glucose, or whatever you eat is glucose in your bloodstream. So you want the glucose to be able to go somewhere. If insulin does not have muscle to shovel it to, it will store it in fat. So that is what's happening here. So we're going to build muscle for that purpose primarily, and just because you look good you have more muscle. All right. So we're going to do that. The other thing is we're going to fix our sleep. A lot of people get to this point where they want to be up all night watching television on their phone, scrolling, whatever it may be. That light, that blue light, is messing with your body's ability to regulate your hormones. See, this is how your hormones get hijacked. You have that constant blue light, so it tells the cortisol in your system, keep going, baby, keep going. And so while that's continuing to go, what the other part that's happening on the other side of that is that this cortisol is causing you to store a bunch of fat around your midsection. So that's your muffin top, your inner tube, whatever you want to call it, your tire around the waist. That's what's happening there because you don't want to sleep. So it's going to store it there. So what we have to do is fix our sleep. We have to get rid of the phones, get rid of the blue light, no TV in your bedroom, that type of thing. We're going to slow all of that down and get us to the situation where our body is naturally being regulated. So when it's time to shut off the light, our body can start to relax, start to drop the cortisol, start to bring the melatonin and everything else into play. So we're going to balance ourselves out that way. Other thing we're going to do is look at stress management. Now, a big stress management, it's a big stress management tool. It's natural that you can get pretty much every day is to get out in the sunshine. Get out in the sun first thing in the morning. Walk around, move around in the sun. Let the sun touch your body, touch your face, get into your eyes. Don't wear sunglasses. Get out there and let that bright sun hit you in the eyes. So you have that part to kind of help you along, right? So when you have that sunshine getting in your eyes, you're allowing your hormones to reset. So that's one of the things we want to do. We really want to get that going. The other part of that is we want to get a little bit of, make sure we get some deep breathing in there, right? Go walk around some trees, go to a park, get around green grass, nature, whatever. We have to do whatever we can do on a a consistent basis to help our bodies reset, to help our bodies, re-energize, because we have to be able to decrease our stress, right? That is a big one. The last thing I'm going to share with you is that in order to do this, one of the things you can add to your daily regimen is fermented foods. Now, I say fermented foods because gut health is important. A lot of us has trashed our gut biome because we've been eating a bunch of processed foods, tons of sweets, all those different types of things on a consistent basis. So we trashed our gut. Probiotic system is off, right? So we need certain probiotics in our body to help regulate other things that happen even in our brain. So what we're looking for here is fermented foods. And I know a lot of people want to rush to yogurt, but I want to say do everything but that. Try some different stuff. Sauerkraut, kimchi. Try these other foods that you can utilize versus always going straight to yogurt because of the dairy component. And a lot of times this has a lot of sugar anyway, especially if they're like flavored. So those are my tips for you to help get yourself back on track, to help get you reset, to help get things moving again in the right direction, because that's what we're looking for when it comes to getting our bodies under control and getting our hormones back from the hijacking that's taking place. If this is something that you're interested in, if there's something you need help along this lines in terms of getting your body to where you want to, reach out. You can hit me in a comment, Synergy Slim, get in touch with me. That is the best way to do it. The Synergy Slim program is set aside it's developed actually to help you grow. The Synergy Slim program is designed for you to go through this natural transition without a whole lot of resistance. And in terms of you not wanting to do it and you not being